The Albany County Sheriff told us his team is just beginning its investigation, but he nor his detectives will be intimidated because it involves Governor Cuomo. Cuomo's legal team, in the meantime, is already pushing back against this, the most serious allegation that he is facing, and impeachment is barreling ahead.
I'm not going to rush it because of who he is, and I'm not going to delay it because of who he is. We're going to conduct a very comprehensive investigation, as my investigators and my staff always do.
Albany County Sheriff Craig Apple says Governor Cuomo could be facing an arrest and a misdemeanor charge if detectives do find that he groped a member of his staff inside the executive mansion. Apple says his team is still coming up with a game plan and is requesting all information from the Attorney General's civil investigation, which did find the allegation credible and corroborated. But Apple stresses he will do his own work on this criminal matter.
There's other investigative data out there, I'm sure. That's the information that we're looking for.
Governor Cuomo's legal team is already saying the AG's investigators ignored key evidence, namely a timeline of the day in question constructed using logs, emails, and other records from the governor's mansion.
Why did this report ignore documentary evidence, and why did they not want to tell you?
More broadly, Cuomo's team attacked the transparency and credibility of the Attorney General's report and several of the accusers by name, including the first woman to speak out, Lindsey Boylan. In a response, Boylan tweeted, quote, "We will not be intimidated." A spokesman for Attorney General Tish James also pushed back, calling out the legal team for victim blaming. He said, quote, "A mountain of evidence is being made available to the state assembly as it builds its impeachment investigation."
The Attorney General's report obviously has a lot of merit. I feel for the women that came forward. As a former prosecutor, I know how difficult it was for them to come forward and tell their stories.
One of the men who will ultimately have a role in drafting and voting on articles of impeachment is Staten Island Republican Assemblyman Mike Tanusis. He and other members of the Judiciary Committee will reconvene Monday morning for the first time since the AG's report.
It's time that we get some answers for the people of New York State and they see some accountability from our state government.
The latest timeline is we should see impeachment articles probably by early September. Members of the Assembly tell me this is taking a while because they're bundling together not just the allegations of sexual misconduct, but Cuomo's handling of nursing homes during the pandemic and other possible abuses of power, including his book deal. In the newsroom, Henry Rossoff, Pix 11 News.